YouTube, what is going on, guys? It is your boy ZAEE, and I'm back with another Warzone video, guys. Now today, guys, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can better your movement and your overall dashes around the map of Warzone, whether you're playing for Danks or whether you're playing Rebirth, alright? Or if you're just playing Plunder or whatever you're doing, you can better your movement on Warzone overall by watching this video here, alright? Guys, before we get into this video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think, alright? And we're going to hop straight into this video, okay? Let's get it. Alright guys, so I know a lot of people have tell you that in order to increase your movement, you need to have like a scuff controller, or you just need to be good at the game or have quick reaction time, this and that. Now, none of these things are actually true. Yes, some of these things, as such as a scuff, do play a role. It could play a role in bettering your movement, but it doesn't necessarily have to. There's other ways to get around. You do not necessarily have to have the scuff, okay? I've been playing with a regular controller for a long time with playing Warzone, and I also have used a scuff. I currently use a scuff now, but I don't always use my scuff controller because sometimes it messes up. You don't necessarily need a scuff controller, but you can also use a scuff controller if you want to, all right? With that being said, guys, first thing you need to know is that with your controller settings, you need to have a specific settings on so that you can be able to use the movements known as the slide cancel. If you guys don't know what slide cancel is, I'm going to show you in the gameplay in just a moment. But first off, let me go to these settings for you right now, okay? First things first, if you guys see right here on control settings, you see the very first one, it says BR button layout. Now guys, for those of you who do not have the scuff controller does make it easier. You do not have to do this if you have a scuff controller. But if you do not happen to have a scuff controller, put tactical on, guys. I'm telling you, if you play with tactical on, what it does is, right, it makes your right analog stick click in, right? What that click in does for you is it basically makes you slide. When you slide, right, after you slide, what you do after that is you press A. A cancels out your slide, all right? This is called slide canceling. You need slide canceling because it helps you basically get around the entire map quicker. I'm going to show you this in the gameplay just in a sec, okay? One thing I also do want to recommend for you guys, if you guys go down to the bottom of your controller settings, if you look right at the bottom, it says movement behavior. As you can see right there, you got slide behavior, you have auto move forward behavior, you have auto sprint, and a bunch of other different things. As you can see here, me personally, because my controller analog stick is kind of messed up, I play on automatic sprint. That way I don't have to click in my analog. It also damages the controller, in case you guys didn't know that. So I have it as automatic sprint. This basically means that as soon as you move your analog stick forward, you automatically take off for the sprint. This is also good so that if you want to, you know, just run, you can also slide, and also after you slide, you continue to run. So I recommend putting this actually on as well because it helps in a way. Because when you constantly running, and you're just holding that analog stick up with that little bit of slide, and then the slide cancel, you're also moving, you're also picking up the pace just a little bit, all right? Another thing you want to do is right here, slide behavior. Slide behavior, I keep this on tap. That way, when you're on your analog stick, right, when you're tapping, you don't have to hold it. Same thing with a scuff controller. If you have a scuff controller, or if you're using regular settings, right? When you tap B, all you have to do is tap at the slide. You don't have to hold it. Or even with a scuff controller, you have a paddle, that back paddle. Instead of having to hold that back paddle and breaking that back paddle potentially, you could easily just tap it once and you're automatically sliding, right? And then you can hit the cancel button, which is the jumping button, whatever you have it set as, to cancel that slide, right? That is why I feel like slide behavior should always be on tap. It's always the best way to go is tap. Tap is quicker response time, better than holding, because holding takes longer to cancel it. Alright guys, so as you guys can see here, I jumped into a random plunder match, just you know, because I feel like starting a custom match. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean by slide canceling, alright? Don't worry about all the enemies right now. I'm just going to, you know, show you guys what I'm talking about. So, as you guys, like I said with the settings, if you're playing tactical, right, this is preferably for tactical. Tactical, which means your right analog stick is going to be your slide button, and your B is going to switch to your melee button, right? So, if you're playing tactical, you're going to slide with your right analog, and you're going to press A afterwards. See how quick it is? See how quick I'm moving? See that? I'm sliding, canceling, I'm moving quick around this. It's pretty quick. This is how most people, you see those big streamers and big high-level players, this is how they do it. This is how they get around the map. And they basically get around corners as quick as possible. They slide and cancel. See that? Slide, cancel it. Slide, cancel. Basically moving around this corner as quick as possible. Watch. Right? That's how you basically do it. Now, if you're using a scuff, for people who use a scuff, it's the same way, the same idea essentially, except you have paddles, right? So with that being said, being by the fact that you have paddles, if you have your paddles set up the way I have my paddles, where you have one is set up as A and the other set up as B, right? Your B will be to slide and your A will be to jump, right? So slide, cancel, slide, cancel, slide, cancel, right? Slide, cancel. That's essentially how it's done. Now I'm going to show you guys how I use this to kill enemies, okay? This one.
That one. Oh, you bastard. Bet, drop down.
It's a big mistake.
I'm on him, Ben.
I'm on him.
Get him cut. Oh, Zay. Get him cut.
You jump down. She's flanking around. Thank you. Downed him.
C58? How? Wow. That C58. He fucking landed. It's like I have full armor and I'm still getting 2 shots. Like, really? Focus armor. Someone get him. I down him. I died like right in the middle. Found it, cuz. Right there to the right. To the right. He's on the right side. Right there. Okay. Forget about it. Right there. That's Cuz, don't even try. Forget it now, cuz. No cap. As soon as you can do it, cuz. Pick me up, somebody, please. Someone get Ben, you're close. To the door, you bitches. I'm on my way.